Hey everybody, Asher here, and it is Free Play Friday or Friday Free Time or something. It's been a really shitty week. So we're just going to get into Songs of Conquest today to try to think about better things, other places, days of yore where you used to go and just look at your PC and play Heroes of Might and Magic, and things were fine and the music was magical and worlds were full of optimism and wonder and danger that you could conquer instead of insufferable assholes running around everywhere and systems that you face on your own and can't beat. So, Songs of Conquest. We are going to be doing what we've been doing in the Friday Free Time tradition of kind of diving into the middle of the game here. And I did run into an early access issue where I tried to continue my save before and it did not save or load correctly. I am going to go ahead and do that just so that you all can see that I'm not crazy here. Yes, don't be mad that I'm recording this on a Thursday. I did try to save at the end, at the close of this, and instead I was stuck at the end of the first campaign that says defeat enemy wielder. Well, I have defeated them, but like I said, it's early access. It's frustrating, but I think that's more because I've had a frustrating kind of day, week, month. It's been pretty bad. But there are a lot of things here that we can talk about with Cecilia Stoutheart with the game and how it works. Like, it looks cool. The art is great. The combat is going to feel very familiar to you all if you've played Heroes of Might and Magic. I have to go ahead and admit something for myself, though. That is actually a series of games that I missed out on because I was too busy playing Diablo 2 a lot. So we're going to not do the first mission here, especially since now I'm save locked and stuck in the middle of it and can't continue. So they kind of need to fix that. We're going to go single player into the campaign here, and in the early access, there's lots of custom campaigns to choose from. Apparently I need to download them. We do have From the Ashes, which is a little bit more of an advanced start than the Songs of Stoutheart, where Cecilia Stoutheart has just taken rule here. And I've done number 1. We're going to do number 2, the Responsibility of Rule. You can see that there are 4 whole campaign parts here. So with the Tragedy of Hope's Glade, a place that got put on fire because, you got to start a fantasy game with the town on fire. Cecilia Stoutheart set off in swift pursuit of the Baron mercenaries hired by Lady Hammond. So here's a bunch of backstory. What it boils down to is that she just ascended to the baroncy, and people are trying to exploit that and take over a place because they think she's incompetent. But she is a wielder, which is one of our magical sort of things that doesn't actually directly interact in combat, but fights people. So Cecilia's forces hurried along the roads. The Thorn Cliff, they could hear the sounds of battle in the nearby woods to the south. She urged her troops on. So here we go. We have our round screen, like I said. This is all going to look fairly familiar. I love that the objective is someone must not die. I mean, that is certainly optimistic. And if we go to this round side, we get +1 movement and 50 experience. We can already see pixelated fire. And there's one of our buds, I guess. The warden of the Stoutheart barony. As Celia's forces near the site of the battle, they saw that it was all but over, and the victor, a warden of Stoutheart colors, was Vilja, I think, of Thorncliffe. Vilja wiped the blood from her axe and strode over to Cecilia. So there she is. Hail, Cecilia. Well met. I was just doing a little pruning. Some obnoxious weeds tried to take over this road. Guess they didn't know I like an orderly garden. Hail, Vilja, my old friend. I hate to take you away from your gardening, but if these weeds are more bannerless knights, then I think I know the root of it. Lady Hammond has hired the Barians, and they're headed for Ashbourne. Who names their place Ash anything? Your father's sentence in the Old Lord was too harsh, and now your people pay the price. A late tribute should not be cause for execution, and they banish his hair. That is a deep wound. If we could mend it. It's done, and my father was within his law to act. I must now deal with Lady Hammond and her hired Barians. Are you with me? My powers are yours as always, but something impedes the shipment of celestial ore. An ancient amber of our mines to the west. I thought it was these bandits, but they knew nothing. So, we've already dealt with people before. You can see there's lots of little story talking here. It's nice when games take the opportunity to actually go through and talk, but you wonder sometimes, you get a little concerned about how much exposition's too much exposition. Something doesn't feel right, so she doesn't think it's Hammond's forces. And she's like, let's just go fight people. Very well. So, do we have a friend? Travel to Ashbourne. Gain control of the amber mines. So we have things that are optional here, and we're going to do optional activities because they're fun. Note that we can't actually cross into everything. And you're going to see right now that we do have a turn marker. And the first mission, that turn marker didn't count for very much because there's not a lot of other people around. You can see we can pick up swords and stuff eventually once we get more movement here. So pick up a sword, and if we go to our, I forget what the inventory button is, it's probably you in the character sheet. We now have a sharp sword. I can't talk. I haven't been able to talk all day. It's like I did all of my talking in front of a judge earlier and got all of my words out. And now I'm paying the price. So we have a build site. We need to claim this town. So I guess we can build this city on rock and roll. Or run out of turns. Run out of movement points. There we go. So we have a tavern that we can visit. We actually need... Okay, we got foot soldiers back, which is great because I lost foot soldiers before. We'll take some minstrels. In fact, what I kind of want to do here... Well... Okay, not spells. Spells are important, and we'll talk about what spells mean. We don't want to disband the troop. I know there's a way you can split these guys. There we go. Move as many as possible. Split equally. There we go. I'd like to have 2 archers, or maybe, I mean, it depends on how many we can actually bring with us. We have other skills and stuff. Anyway, I'll go over magic real quick. There's lots of spells that you have. I don't totally understand the system yet. What I have read, one of the complaints in early access about this game is that it's way more freewheeling than original Heroes of Might and Magic, which means the AI kind of goes crazy. Anyway, let's see what we can build on our medium build site. We can build a marketplace. We can build a barracks if we had more money. How much money do we need for a barracks? Maybe that. Trader purchase resources. We need a peasant hut. We can't get rangers yet, but we can get foot soldiers, which doesn't seem bad. Or we can just build a marketplace. I think I'll build a barracks there, to be honest, unless we can find some more stuff here. So we have lots of goodies available. Don't think we're on, like, a timer here. Some villagers should gather the road, the mines. M'lady, the mines have been overrun by beasts from the forest. The Fae are attacking. Fae, have you trespassed in the Tinderwild, or worse, felled any trees in these woods? Tell me truthfully. No, Cecilia. We know the old ways, and we never trespass. Only a few days ago, the Fae spirits swarmed out of the bad place, attacking all in sight. We fled, so you find us here a few days ago. That was before the malicious trespass near Flint Hills. We'll try to reason with the creatures, though we had no success before. So we've already had to kill some creatures of the forest. We're gonna gather some footmen, because we need more troops. I have a feeling I'll be able to get some gold here in just a minute. Let's go ahead and confirm that. And we have these things up here. I guess if I'm trying to be more efficient, it's not like we're going to be able to do anything else right now. So let's end the turn. Whew, that's a long walk. Let's just go say hey to these guys here. Spirits of the woods. Fierce little face sprites swarmed around the lumber rails, screeching and threatening the Stoutheart forces. Traitors, worthless, oath-breaking humans. We broke no oath, face spirits. Leave the lands now, or I shall see to your death. Stormspire will claim lands. Oh, wow. Wish return of death. We bring death. Now, we could do the quick battle, but where's the fun in that? There are many face spirits. This is easy threat level. We can rearrange our forces any number of places. We are literally going to try to hit somebody with the sound of music. So, to battle! Yes, masters, yes. So we have all of our happy little Fae creatures here. And then you can see we're getting little points here. That's because as we move more units, we get more points towards being able to cast spells. We also have a quick bar with other stuff. I'm gonna punch this person with music. There we go. Oh my god! Oh, I should pay more attention to tooltips. Those, I guess you don't take a banjo to a fairy fight. Okay, so we can take out 4 or 5 of these with our foot soldiers. That's more like it. And, let's take out some of these. And then I guess one of the questions is... we go for this. And then we have a crossbow that shoots that. And just like that, it's a new round. And our crossbow person's having a bad day. Because just like you may be familiar with Zones of Control, that's happening. Anyway, we have Pacify available to us. Here's our quick bar for stuff, just in case we're wondering here. Protection. Could have used that a little while ago. Yeah. Target troop, enemy troop gets minus 25% damage. Now these crossbow people, they have to reload. And actually, I don't know why I'm doing this out of order. We actually have an order for how we can move. And this should be enough. So, I guess somebody picked up the banjo that was lost by the minstrels and started jamming out after we avenged them. So we lost all of our minstrels we paid money for. I am so good at this game. So, some fellow intrigue, I guess. Just to consider the lilies of the field, you have to ask sometimes, who messed with the friendly forest creatures? And who left all this money out here? No survivors. We have a dead commander with a boar spear. You bet your butt I'm getting a boar spear. So that's +9 offense. Is it two-handed? Yes. Alright, so we can go all offense, no defense. Sounds like a recipe for trouble. And here's a looted cart. Apparently not that looted, and here's a bubbling brew of witches something. So we have two options here. The Celestial Ore Mine and the Amber Mine. And then we have to get to Ashbourne down here. So we're gonna try north first. And let's see what we got. This time we have 4 spirits. Let's try a quick battle and see how that goes. We lost nobody. See, if we let the AI do it, it's fine. And we gain another level. Unlocks the ability to bring 6 troops with you into battle. Or we can gain 2 order. Or your troops gain melee resistance. 10%. Let's try 2 order. I don't know what that means. Alright, so... out of movement again. I feel like I should be able to keep track somewhere on the UI where the movement points are. It's not this. But we do have a buckler shield. I thought that was like a strange UFO. So, wait a minute. Bruh! Oh, we're actually magically blocked by the terrain. These rocks, this forest, is apparently too much for us to bear. And then we have magical gloves up here as well, that it doesn't appear that we can get to yet. Alright. Another signpost. Another burnt building. And then we have an archer that says, "Hi!" That's a mad fae. Some scouts report in from the nearby lookout tower. "Greetings, lady. We just fled the Amber Mines. The Fae have taken control of outnumber us." The Fae have no need for Amber. Why would they leave their woods without provocation? We've heard battle cries of Songspire, or Stormspire. Is terrifying. That might be their leader. Maybe they can tell us what has broken peace. Join us and we'll restore the mines. So we're going to mass move. Take a little bit of everybody. Take a little bit of this gold. Apparently double-clicking instantly moves me, and I didn't realize. So here's a stone circle and a Fae offering tree. Obviously, we're going to do all these things first. So we drop 1,000 to get a blessing from the forest. And we get lots of offense, lots of defense. An unknown threat right here. So easy Fae spirits. There's a bunch of them. And we don't have minstrels to sacrifice this time. To battle! Apparently just running directly to my archers is a very, very good move. Alright, now that's a start. Let's get up here. And let's zip, zap, zoop, I guess. See if we can get the height advantage over here. Should be able to pick these guys off with bows and arrows. Alright. Now, like other games, this one does let you move around and fire with damage penalties, so unfortunately I shouldn't have walked into their range. You know, it's really great that I'm showing you all this because you all know how good I am at Star Sector and other games anyway. And now you all get to see what I'm really capable of when I'm screwing up. So that should have been a clean fight. I absolutely should not have ran my archers forward. Instead, the rangers that I just recruited are now dead. But we saved the amber site, I guess. And now we can maybe pick you up. And it looks like we have a treasure trove. Ancient amber excavation. Alright. I was gonna say that. Don't tell me that wasn't how we claim it. Riding boots. More movement. And then we got some other stuff up here. Clearly we have like a random ass buckler. That turns out losing 5 defense. Maybe a little bit of a problem. Let's do a quick battle here. Ooh, lost some more militia. Alright. So we can pick up this. Alright, I think what it's best for us to do now is to go back here to town and to build some shit. So let's queue up the movement and go. I have apparent... Okay, weird. I thought there'd be like an auto move. Instead, it's just like, LOL, you finished your turn. So that's more world movement stuff that may need some adjusting. But anyway, we're here. Can't press shift to run like in Battle Brothers. So what can we build that's small? We can build a peasant hut, a tavern, farm, stone, lumber mill, guard tower. Let's start with the barracks. I think we just need to get more troops. So we have a marketplace, blah, 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 barracks. And this is going to take some time. And for some reason, we can't do both of these at the same time. Because we have a building queue, and that building queue is full. Where is that building queue? Apparently, it is somewhere. Alright, cool. Well, just curious, how long does it take to build? Ready in 1 round. Look, we can recruit some more musicians. That's fun. And now we have this thing. And let's see here. We have a tavern, which will give us more things. Farm, quarry, wood, guard tower. Alright. So if we call in the rangers, we can try to sell, but let's see here. Can buy a few of those, and I think that's enough for now. We're all gonna get murdered anyway, so back over here. And then back over here. And I totally walked past some sweet, sweet gloves that I don't know if I can get yet. Not until the end, so... Loot carts. Old burnt building. Don't go chasing waterfalls. And then we have a forgotten sanctuary that has a dead commander and ancient amber. I think we ought to visit that first. Like, this just looks too treasury. to not go there. Riding boots. Let's look here again. Because we have worn boots. That's just a straight up improvement. That's just a straight up improvement. I think I'm going to go sword and board. Just this. Does this deal with all of our people? I'm not sure. And resting at the sanctuary grants visions of what may come to pass. So, your troops gain 10 ranged offense. Let's get some melee resistance on our people. And then we're going to visit these happy little fae. And we're going to manual battle and see if I can not screw this up. So there's lots of tooltips. These things are super fast. Okay, apparently that time we gave them the business. And I actually didn't mean to go into their zone of control there. And move down, so that's a little annoying. But that was more of what I was expecting from the fight. We've just killed some fairies dead, some dead fae. Are we the baddies? Yes, we are. Cecilia went from I want to talk and reason with everybody to just murder. Okay, so what are this? We have Glimmerweave, out of movement apparently. So gold, Glimmerweave, a great sword. Creation Spire. Controlling the Spire provides creation essence for wielder. I'm going to assume that's over here. So, cool. We have claimed an objective on the map. See, and that's part of the fun of the game, is that I don't always know what I'm doing. But I sure am clicking around making things happen. So here's our goat-looking bro. Before the mine stood fey creature that Sally Stoutheart had heard of in legends but never seen. They were the horned ones with the power and speed of rams and the temperament to match. Their fearlessness in battle was the subject of many songs from the time of Aurelia. Who is your leader? Who dares break the covenant and occupy Stoutheart lands? Grin to Stormspire, the one who dares breaks no covenant and has called for your destruction. Return to this Stormspire, Horned One, and trespass no further. Let us mend the covenant and regain peace. Little human, the time for speaking is past. Now raise your paltry shields so we may break them. Stormspire. Alright, so apparently these are still easy. We'll keep the footmen up front. I kind of want to put this militia a little bit back, but maybe switch them out here. I really need to form up some of the stuff again. But we want to give, those are minstrels. Why are we doing that? Why are we doing that? Let's go down. Oh. Okay. Apparently very sensitive on the clicking. Alright, time to fight. So there's 3 of them. Look at how happy they look. So let's sing some songs today. Whoops. Alright. There's only 3 of you, so you're dead. Didn't even kill him. Let's see if we can get you. Not really. Oh no, my archer! Oh no, my footman! Oh no, my musician! Ah, I didn't kill you with music! And I think we just blocked you off as well, so... The hills are alive with the sound of thumping, and we can't attack because we're crossbows and reloading. Okay, we didn't lose all of our music people, and they got a counterattack. There we go. So I could have done a lot better with that. I think that's almost the tagline for this game and this video, is that I could have done a lot better with that. But alas, here we are, losing a bunch of troops. We're level 7. Alright, and now we have freed the old Celestial Mine. Hooray. Just like that. Now don't tell me this whole time I could have snuck in this way. This whole time I could have snuck in this way. There's some more Fae available, apparently. Alright, no survivors, same as it ever was. Ancient ruins give us 1,000 experience. And then let's quick battle, just because I'm doing a really terrible job at regular battling. Alright, and right here we have just saved the gold mine. Wow, excuse me. See, this is the level of exhaustion that I'm fighting. And unfortunately, I did start this recording session having to deal with a whole lot of what in the world is going on here. But you see, now we're all the way over here. We do have a little bit of the south that we can go to. Did I visit this tree? I feel like I left an offering there. That's probably our offering. Okay, apparently I'm losing my mind here. So I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to record because I am just fading in and out and in and out. So I'll just give you all the what's up. Is that, like I said before, the work that I do is stressful. It's very stressful. Stressful enough that I probably need to get +1 offense and +1 defense from a Karen Stone. And sometimes that work leads me to have to try to ask for things, to get things to happen from the court that the court is just unwilling or unable to do. And so there's oftentimes where I am tasked with making the impossible possible. And we have 2 notification bells for some reasons. Okay, your barracks and peasant hut have been completed. So this is interesting. There is a whole town building portion of the game. But I have to go back over there to recruit, which means I have to go really out of the way of my exploring to then start to the right. Let's try it. I just want to see if I can get some more troops in, but man, yeah, that's what this week has kind of been. It's just I have a bad habit of being right. I don't like being right. But sometimes you just know how shit's gonna go. And that's just how it goes. Okay, so let's get some peasant hut represent. That's... You can tell it's time for me to stop if that's what I'm saying out loud. Okay, so we're at 50 militia. 16 and 20 archers, some minstrels, and we need another troop slot. That's fine. Let's see if we can pick one more fight and call this a more positive video here. Positive. But obviously we're going to visit every house under the sun, including this blacksmith. And 800 gold in this house. Alright. I am obviously fading very fast. Alright, so like I said, we're looking for a fight. That looks like a fight. That looks like a burning runestone. And then we're gonna pillage the old camp, because we're out of room. Alright. And then we're kind of double back to where we were. There is this whole thing in the middle that looks like risen skeletons in the middle of the map. That's ominous. Let's start with the living things we know. Deal with the other stuff later. Alright. So we just got some stabbies and a rifleman, because it's that kind of game. Musketeers, excuse me. We are not going to battle you with the sound of music today. We're going to let you guys come to us. Alright. What's my intern button? It's E, apparently, so our rifle bro is going to actually shoot our arrowists. And that's not very nice. Alright, can we... We can't. There we go. What a happy day to be singing a dying song. And then he's got to reload because it's a rifle. Then you have to... Oh my god. Okay, shouldn't have done that. See, bow and arrows are the superior technology because you can fire multiple times. But lutes, musical instruments, the greatest weapon of all. I beat you and then I jam on you. Alright. Well, honestly, I would love to keep going. But I'm gonna be honest here. My brain is falling apart. It's just been too much of a day on too much of a week. And I feel like I haven't exactly given this game its due like I was hoping. But hopefully it's enough that if you want to check it out, it's available on Steam to see. So this is Songs of Conquest. Like I said, I didn't play Heroes of Might and Magic. So you can tell me how similar this is in your opinion. But it is definitely very different than other games that I play as well. So thanks for watching. We'll do this again another week, and maybe next time I won't be just so busy. I don't even know what the word is. Like, there's just no end in sight. Every time I think I'm through the next thing comes along. And if there's one thing I've discovered in the past few weeks from talking to some of my colleagues, is that I think I'm just wired differently than other people. Like, sometimes a lot of them will just shrug things off, and I guess it's just a survival thing at some point where you say, well, at the end of the day, it doesn't affect me. At the end of the day, I get to do whatever, or whatever this, whatever that, and it's hard to say, because sometimes crap happens, and I don't want it to happen, and I don't think it should happen. But it does. And it's not any fault, and it's not from any wrongdoing that I've done, but oh, it's a motherfucker some days. So that's it for now, y'all. Let's hit the save button. I actually want to test this. Let's do test mid-save, because we ran into this problem before. Is it going to correctly say travel to Ashbourne? Let's go back to the main menu. That's something constructive we can do to test here. So load game, test mid-save. I don't necessarily like that it gives us the whole overworld map as a spoiler in the save screen, but I understand the logic behind it. So it did remember where we were, and it did keep our progress correctly. So I'm not sure what's up with the other one, but that'll do it for this one. This is Asher. If you got any thoughts, questions, or answers for what games you'd like to see, definitely let me know, but I just don't have the energy to keep going, and I'm sorry. So you all have a good week, and maybe next week will be better. Take care.